Alright, y'all know what time it is? Time for another video. So let's get to it. Excuse me. Hello Facebook, hello YouTube. How y'all doing? I'm doing alright. Still working with my back a little bit, but I'll fill y'all in on the details about that later on. Tonight, however, I decided I was going to make a video about to address a question I was asked over the computer. My wife, she plays World of Warcraft all the time, and one of her friends, well, apparently she's got this thing called a bug out bag. And if you don't know what a bug out bag is, I didn't know either until I looked it up. It's an actual backpack or a duffel sack or whatever you might have. It's got your intimate supplies in case of a catastrophic event, economic destruction, or government collapse. So you can just take the bag and bug out. And I thought it was just a minor trend. I really did. Then I did some research on it, and these people are living this lifestyle. It's not just a one-track hobby. This is their life. I've never participated in anything like this. It's people that are civilian, militia, military, what have you, but they've got so much. They got supplies at the house ready at any moment for some collapse of the government or disaster or what have you, and they've got it categorized and organized in a military fashion. These people know what they're doing. And I was asked by a good friend of mine, hello Dak, that what would be in my bug out bag if I participated in this lifestyle, which I've never been asked that before, so it took me a little while to do some research and basically compile a list of stuff that I think would be in my bug out bag if I had one. Now, I'm sure I've missed a lot of stuff. I'm sure I could add a lot of stuff to it, stuff that I would never think about. But okay, Dak, you wanted to know? Here's my list. Make of it what you will. Okay, the first two items would be my 12 gauge and my 45. Obvious reasons. And a lot of ammunition. A lot of ammunition. I'd hit the local survival store if this country collapsed, because it'd be every man for himself. Martial law would probably be declared. And of course, water and food supplement tablets. You got to have those things, the building blocks of life. I'd probably have the smallest sleeping bag I could find, or a sleeping bag that would fit me, and bags for my family. But I'd want them to be as compact and as small as I could for easy carry, you know. And a first aid kit, probably wouldn't be able to have all the first aid kit I'd like to have, but for everyday injuries, I would like to have some supplies on hand. Where are we now? A rain poncho. Something that would be dark colored, drab green or something to that effect, something that would blend in. I wouldn't go orange or red for the obvious reason of being able to blend into one's environment. Binoculars. Again, obvious reasons. Preferably binoculars with night vision, because I know a lot of people would be moving at night for concealment of the darkness. Wind-up radio, because I know batteries would be so scarce it'd be ridiculous. And a wind-up radio would probably be the best way to go with it. That is if radio stations were still operable. A sharpening stone. And that goes along with my field knife, my survival knife. Because 101 uses for a good knife. 550 cord. All my time in the military, 550 cord amazes me because you're always coming up with a new use for it. 550 cord is the military equivalent of duct tape. 101 uses for the stuff. See now. Survival now. A compass. May not be leading you nowhere, but you're going in a straight line. And that's very important. And like I said, I'll hit the survival store, get all I could out of it, because I know I wouldn't be the only one there. Pocket saw. Man, you look at something like a pocket saw, and you're thinking, what really would I need with that? But you'd be amazed. Swing saver. My Gerber multi-tool. This is one of the handiest items that I've ever been issued, because always a use for it, and it's right there on your side. Very convenient. You got your pliers, you got your blades, got your bottle opener. Let's see now. Water purification tablets. I believe I already mentioned that. As many MREs as I could possibly get. MRE, if you don't know, it's meal ready to eat. And when you're running the gamut of the MREs, the best ones are number 10 and number 11. I think 10 is beef stew and number 11 is chili mac. Now most MREs I don't like, but 10 and 11 are good once you heat them up. Add some pepper and some Tabasco sauce. That's pretty good stuff right there. A lighter and a flint with a piece of steel for fire starting. You gotta have fire, if anything, to protect yourself from the wildlife. A pickaxe. A pickaxe is the kind of thing that I'd rather have it and not need it, need it and not have it, you know? And some chem lights. For obvious reasons, to mark one's perimeter. And that's a rudimentary list. It's like I said, there's probably 100 more things on there I could list, but Dak, that's the best I can come up with right now. If I was to engage in a lifestyle of preparation like that, with the bug out bag, I could probably get a lot more accurate necessary list together. But off the top of my head, that's probably the best I can do for right now. I hope that just satisfies you and answers your question, sweetheart. But like I said, very interesting question. I've never been asked that before. If there are any more questions you can think of, please holler at me, holler at my wife, or whatever, because this is probably one of the best questions I've ever been asked, and I really do appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Hope life's treating you well. God bless you. And until we come up with another question, God bless America, and sweetheart, we'll talk to you later. Have a good night.